Hello, everybody. So today you meet me again with English class for grade 11. So today we go on chapter 6, the importance of education, and unit 3, school in England and Cambodia. Okay, before we go on vocabulary, for the first, considerable. You pronounce with me. Considerable. Considerable. Considerable that part of speech of adjective. The mean maculate or word taking note of something important. Maculate word taking note of something important. So considerable that mean that ready picharana. We go on. Proportion. Proportion. You pronounce with me. Proportion. Proportion. Proportion that part of speech of verb. That means to put one thing in a right relation another. To put one thing in a right relation another. So proportion in Khmer lấy log ở xong. Lấy log ở xong. We got the word remain. You pronounce with me. That means remain. Remain. Remain that part of speech of verb. That means to stay or to go on being or I will stay. To stay. To go on being or I will stay. So remain in Khmer. Start new. Start new. Yes, now we go on. Experiment. Experiment. You pronounce with me. Experiment. Experiment. Experiment that means big sound. Big sound. Experiment. We go on. Lively. You pronounce with me. Lively. 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 Lively that means adjective. Full of life or energy. Full of life or energy. Lively. What does it mean lively? Đà ruồng nữ. Yeah. Đà nó miên chỉ vật từ cái đà ruồng nữ. Yeah, lively. We go on. Considerable proportion. Considerable proportion. Considerable proportion that means large number of students. Large number of students. That means จำนวนสิษย์อย่างច្រើន ក្រៃលែង Considerable proportion that means จำนวนសិស្សយ៉ាងច្រើន ក្រៃលែង Okay. So now look at some page 35. Section A. I answer the question. You look at section 5. Sorry. You look at section A. Page 35. I answer the question. So now listen with me about the question 1. How many years do Cambodian students go to school for? How many years do Cambodian students go to school for? Number 2. How long is the Cambodian school day? How long is the Cambodian school day? Question 3. What do most Cambodian students do after school each day? What do most Cambodian students do after school each day? Question 4. Do Cambodian students lead a busy life and why? Do Cambodian students lead a busy life and why? Okay, you answer with me. Number 1. How many years do Cambodian students go to school for? The answer number 1. Cambodian students go to school for 12 years. Cambodian students go to school for 12 years. The answer number 2. How long is the Cambodian school day? How long is the Cambodian school day? The answer number 2. 7 hours for a day. Some. But some 6 hours for a day. Okay. A 4 hour school. 7 hours for a day. Yeah, 8 hours school. Question 3. What do most Cambodian students do after school each day? What do most Cambodian students do after school each day? The answer number 3. Most Cambodian students do after school for a day like play sport, do homework, do the hard have the parent or anything else. Most Cambodian students do after school each day like play sport, do homework, do their homework or have the parent, etc. Question 4. Do Cambodian students lead a busy life and why? Do Cambodian students lead a busy life and why? That's number 4. Yes, they do. A lot when they have free time. Yeah, they do a lot when they have free time with their homework or anything else. Yeah, the answer number 4. So you look at section A again and answer the question with me. Yeah, answer number 1. Cambodian students go to school for 12 years. The answer number 2. 7 hours for a day. The answer number 3. Most Cambodian students do after school each day like play sport, do homework, do their homework, or have the parent or anything else, extra. That's number 4. Yeah, they do a lot when they have free time. Yeah, they do a lot when they have free time. The answer number 4. So we go on section B. Number 1, talk about the picture. So now look at the picture A and B. How many students in picture A? Or how many people in picture A? Yeah, there are 2 maybe. You seen on page 35. About picture B. How many people in picture A? Yeah, what are they doing? What are they doing about picture B? What they are doing? Yeah, about picture B. Okay, shall we go on section number 2? Read the story and dialogue. So you read with me, please. Last week, while Monica was visiting Somrang, Kim said a coughing about the educational system in England. Last week, while Monica was visiting Somrang, Kim said a coughing about the educational system in England. So you now look at this dialogue with me. Yeah. How many people the practice? Kim saying and Monica. Yeah, 2 people, Kim say and Monica. So listen with me. Kim saying, I don't know either when students in England go to school or how long they go to school for. Monica, well, they start school when they're 4 years and finish when they're about 18. Kim saying, so they go to school for about 11 years. Monica, yeah, but a considerable proportion remain at school for another 2 years. Then, if they do well and want to, they may go on to university. I'm saying, how about the school day? Is it long? About 8 hours. Classes start about 9 o'clock and finish around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm saying, how about the teaching? What it like? We go on page 36. Yes, we go on page 36. Monica, well, teacher want their student to work hard, but they also think they should enjoy the classes. I'm saying, so are their classes interesting? I think so. Teachers organize their students so that they participate a lot in class. Some teachers set up experiments for their students to carry out either by themselves or with their classmates. I'm saying, it sounds lively. How about after school? Monica? Well, there are many activities for students to enjoy like sport, music, and computer, but then the homework which they must do every evening. So students have a very busy life. Monica? Well, it's certainly not boring, but it's really up to them. They can either do a lot or a little. I'm saying, and how much do students have to pay? Monica, nothing. They're really lucky, aren't they? You finish the dialogue. So you read by yourself, please. Okay. So now you read with me again. You turn to page 35. Last week, while Monica was visiting Sombrang, Kim saying asked her question about the educational system in England. Okay. You look at dialogue. Kim saying, I don't know either when students in England go to school or how long they go to school for. Monica, well, they start school when they're 5 years old and finish when they're about 18. I'm saying, so they go to school for about 11 years. Monica, yeah, but a considerable proportion remain at school for another 2 years. Then, if they do well and want to, they may go on to university. I'm saying, how about the school day? Is it long? Monica, about 6 hours. Classes start about 9 o'clock and finish around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm saying, how about the teaching? What it like? Turn to page 36. Monica, well, teachers want the students to work hard, but they also think they should enjoy the classes. I'm saying, so are the classes interesting? Monica, I think so. Teachers organize the students so that They participate a lot in class. Some teachers set up experiments for their students to carry out either by themselves or with their classmates. Kim said, "It sounds lively. How about after school?" Monica, "Well, there are many activities for students to enjoy, like sport, music, and computer, but then the homework, which they must do every evening." Saying, "So, students have a very busy life?" Monica, "Well, it's certainly not boring, but it's really up to them. They can either do a lot or a little." Say, "And how much do students have to pay?" Monica, "Nothing. They're really lucky, aren't they?" Okay, so now you look at the question with me, and after that, answer with me. Number 3, I answer the question. Look at the question with me on page 36. Question 1. How many years do English students go to school for? Do they go to school for more or less years than Cambodian students? Number 2. Is the Cambodian school day longer or shorter than the English school day? Number 3. How do teachers in England try to make their classes interesting? Question 4. What does Kim Sen think that English students have a busy life? Question 5. What kinds of students in England have a busy life and what kind don't? Do you think? Number 6. Why are students in England lucky? Okay, so now you answer with me. Question 1. How many years do English students go to school for? Do they go to school for more or less years than Cambodian students? The answer number 1. English students go to school for 11 years. They go to school for less years than Cambodian students. Yeah. The answer number 1. English students go to school for 11 years. They go to school for less years than Cambodian students. Question 2. Is the Cambodian school day longer or shorter than the English school day? The answer. The Cambodian school day is longer than the English school day. Some schools in Cambodia 7 hours 4 a day, but some schools in Cambodia 6 hours 4 a day. So the answer, I think, is longer than English school day. Yeah, Cambodian school day. Answer number 3. How do teachers in England try to make their classes interesting? The answer. Teachers in England try to make their classes interesting by organizing their students so that they can participate a lot in class. Some teachers set up experiments for their students to carry out either by themselves or with their classmates. The answer number 3. Teachers in England try to make the class interesting by organizing their students so that they can participate a lot in class. Some teachers set up experiments for their students to carry out either by themselves or with their classmates. So the answer number 4. What does Kim Sen think that English students have a busy life? What does Kim Sen think that English students have a busy life? The answer number 4. Kim sensing that English students have a busy life because they do a lot with their homework and they do a lot with their activity like sport, music, or anything else. That's number 4. Yes, number 5. Question 5. What kind of student in England have a busy life and what kind do you think? That's number 5. Some students try hard with their activity at school and at home, but some students don't think about their study even at school and at home. Yeah, the answer number 5. Question 6. Why are students in England lucky? The answer. Students in England are lucky because they get a good educational system. Yeah. Students in England are lucky because they get good educational system. Cambodia, some have, but some no. Like our countryside, no. Good educational system, but in the city have. Okay, you look at the answer with me. Number 1. English students go to school for 11 years. They go to school for less years than Cambodian students. Number 2. The Cambodian school day is longer than the English school day. Number 3. Teachers in England try to make their classes interesting by organizing their students so that they can participate a lot in class. Some teachers set up experiments for their students to carry out, either by themselves or with their classmates. Number 4. Kim sensing that English students have a busy life because they do a lot with their homework and they do a lot with their activity like sport or music. Number 5. Some students try hard with their activity at school and at home, but some students don't think about their study even at school and at home. Number 6. Students in England are lucky because they get good educational system. Okay, so section A and section B answer, you can copy it into the notebook. Yeah. Section A have 4 questions and section B have 6 questions. So you can copy the answer into the notebook when you have free time. Yeah. Okay. For Unit 3 in Chapter 3, it's finished. For Chapter 3, it's finished. So I think you should try hard with your study when you have free time or when you are at home. Yeah. You read a lot and do a lot with your book that you like. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you. Okay, good luck.